This is the moment everything went down. A U.S. Navy MH-60 Seahawk helicopter, suspended just 40 feet above open water, unleashing precision rifle fire on a Cartel ghost boat tearing across the Caribbean Sea. What you're looking at is 100% real. No reenactment, no simulation. And the story behind it is far more insane than the footage. Over the next several minutes, I'm going to show you how the FBI, the U.S. Navy, and the United States Coast Guard executed one of the most dramatic maritime drug interceptions in American history. 2 tons of pure cocaine, a street value, topping $100 million, and a high-speed chase that forced the United States to authorize disabling fire from a military aircraft at sea. But before we continue, hit that like button to help us beat the YouTube algorithm and to show your support. 6 months earlier, long before the helicopter's rotors ripped the morning air, FBI counter-narcotics units in Miami were tracking one of the deadliest cartels in the Western Hemisphere, Los Sinaloa, the same organization responsible for flooding the U.S. with cocaine, heroin, meth, and fentanyl through wiretaps, encrypted text extractions, flipped informants, and weeks of surveillance. Agents uncovered something massive. The cartel was shifting tactics. No more smuggling across land borders. No more tractor, trailers, or covert airstrips. They were now moving their high-purity product by sea. The plan was brutally efficient. Launch a high-performance ghost boat, a fiberglass speed machine designed explicitly to outrun law enforcement from Colombia's Pacific coast. Load it with over 4,000 pounds of pure cocaine. Keep the vessel dark. No lights, no AIS. Transponder, minimal radar signature. Twin outboards generating 900 combined horsepower, top speed, over 50 miles per hour in open water. The crew's orders were simple: get the product north, offload. To a receiving crew, vanish. The FBI knew the stakes. If this shipment made landfall, it would evaporate into dozens of distribution lines within hours. The overdose count would spike. The cartel would net a 9-figure payday. And the smugglers, ghosts on arrival, would disappear. So the Bureau made one call. Within hours, a joint task force formed: FBI, Intelligence, Coast Guard Interdiction units, and United States Navy aviation assets. Intelligence packets were pushed, encrypted channels opened, and operational timelines synced. The mission was formally designated Operation Ocean Strike. Objective: intercept and seize the shipment in international waters. Before it touched the American coastline, the vessel was already in motion. The race had begun. 200 nautical miles off Central America, the USS Winston S. Churchill, a 900-ton Arleigh Burke-class destroyer, cut through the ocean at 18 knots. Its Spy 1 DV radar scanned a 360 degrees bubble, monitoring air and surface contacts across a battle space spanning over 100,000 kilometers. Embedded aboard was a Coast Guard law enforcement detachment lead, 404 armed, trained, and federally authorized to conduct maritime interdictions. This detail matters. The U.S. Navy brings overwhelming force, aircraft and radar, but they do not have arrest authority on the high seas. The Coast Guard does. To the East Coast, Guard fast response cutters sprinted across the swells, pushing 28 knots. Aboard were tactical law enforcement teams, tacklet operators armed for hostile boardings, pursuit engagements, and close-quarter seizures. But the most critical asset wasn't on the water. It was in the sky. The Navy's P-8 Poseidon, maritime patrol aircraft, essentially a militarized Boeing 737 packed with synthetic aperture radar, high resolution, EOAR sensors and magnetic anomaly detectors began scanning the region. It searched for a needle in an ocean's eyes.